Good evening to you all, my beloved viewers, and welcome to today's video on Waiting to Roar. Today's video is on a rare show of leadership displayed at Alaghodaro Summit 2023. Alaghodaro in Edo language simply means progress. This summit takes place every year and it enables the governor to showcase progress made in the last 1 year and his vision for another year. Please watch this video.
His Excellency, distinguished Senator Adams Aliu Osiomhole, who represents Edo North Senatorial District in the National Assembly. He's used to dancing before talking. Can you give him a round of applause?
Your Excellency, my brother and my friend, the Governor of Edo State, Godwin Nogegase Obaseki, Your Excellency, the wife of the Governor, Mrs. Betsy Obaseki, who is also a banker in her own right. I don't know where to start, but I see the man we can call the father, yes? Because like the governor said, you gave us the name, the heartbeat of the nation. Chief John Odige Oyegu. I have succeeded him twice. First as a governor, and later as a chairman of my own party, or our own party. And then my dear friend and brother, Chief Lucky Igbenedion. In Edo, we've had them in small packages. We have some very tall, and we also have some a little bigger. You will allow me to acknowledge the speaker so that he might continue to speak. And of course, the Secretary to Edo State Government. You will allow me to just observe all the protocols, but my attention was drawn to the fact that our big brother is very well represented here, the GMD of Dangote Group, the Deputy Governor and his wife, and I'm not sure whether the Chief Judge of Edo State is here. Oh yeah, we are more like the same club. Let me thank you, Mr. Governor, for your very kind invitation to me to attend to this event. And I like to apologize for having to come late. I thought I would be able to make it yesterday, because as a worker, I know the punishment for being absent and even the one for coming late. So I wanted to come yesterday, but I couldn't secure a seat, and we had some committee works in the Senate. I didn't want to be absent, so in the end, there was no opportunity. I didn't have the means to be able to make it here. But I was determined to be here. First, because having had the rare privilege of presiding over the affairs of this great state, in fact, the greatest state, as a governor, I have every respect, not only for the office of governor, which I had the opportunity to occupy, but even for you, the governor of Edo State. I also thought that for our people, not because I am special, but just because in the course of your remark, you acknowledge the fact that I think even our sister-in-law, who seems to have mastered a dual language more than us, by the way she make her final greetings, which I believe we accept from our daughter-in-law. Yes. To have all the former governors who are alive, present, particularly civilian governors elected in this hall, I think it does make a couple of statements. That is to say, we definitely belong to different political parties. But the sum total of those parties are not equal to the state of Edo. Edo is much more than that. And what that means to me is that we can politic differently, but we must never have doubt about our shared commitment to be citizens of a state that should be the greatest in Nigeria. Because the language of leaders matters to followers. What defines democracy is the fact of different ideological leaning and the fact that we may have, even though we share the same destination, but the route to get there might differ. It shouldn't be a matter of war. I personally thought that the world should know that Godwin is my friend. It does not matter. And being friends does not mean we cannot differ. Being friends does not mean we cannot debate. Being friends does not mean we cannot disagree. But being friends means we treat each other with care and love and bring our followers together. So I thank you for that invitation, and I want to thank the First Lady too, because as they say, in the past, maybe during Governor Oyegu's time, it used to be fashionable to say, behind every successful man, there is a woman. But now, I think that slogan has changed. By the side of every successful governor, there is a powerful First Lady. I listened very attentively, even as I came late. I didn't have the benefit of what my predecessors said before I came in. But I'm just happy that with all the challenges in Nigeria, I have always said that Nigeria is much more than those challenges, and you have just shared with us your stewardship and your vision. The only thing I will say, which may not excite too many people, but it's a reality, is that once you have acknowledged that your successors come from various political parties, even as we are united under one shared conviction, very soon, while your party will be nominating its own candidate, my own party will be nominating my own candidate. And while you will emphasize the one you have worked with, we will find something to amplify, to justify our own. And I know that Alaghodaro is smiling more generously now. But you know what excites me as Your Excellency introduced most of the members of the Alaghodaro is I just find that not too many of them are really strangers to me. Beginning with your good self, Your Excellency, Alaghodaro, who was asked in Lagos, he told me how he had invested time, which was later not rewarded. In terms of, when I say reward, don't misunderstand me, not Naira and Kobo. In terms of people try to implement, and I remember promising him that we would be different. And I will not say it more than that. He knows what I mean. And then you mention Ogi. And I said, who is Ogi now? I said, he was my commissioner for works. If my memory, as you age, memory can fade. And then someone else was introduced as head of service. And I'm like, I think that was a guy who, at grade level 14, God used me to promote him to a permanent secretary or a director. Because I saw a young man working in the Ministry of Justice who takes his brief so seriously as if it was private brief. At a time when, in our informal conversation, we were like, should we be inviting or hiring a senior advocate from outside? Or should we, encourage the good ones in the Ministry of Justice? He was always winning cases for government. And they said, when you measure him, I'm like, okay. And then you mentioned the one that we have lost to Lagos. We lost him completely. And he came to defend me. And I said, yes, you've come to Edo to defend me, but you are hooked. And I changed his name to Omowale. And he has remained here. He's now a senior advocate. So I think that is the way the world is. But I just want people to know that even regardless of what people might say, what we must never do as leaders is not to give the impression as though different opinion translate to war. That is why I thank you for inviting me, and I thank you for standing up, people to greet me as I came late, because when the governor is seated, nobody else is supposed to come in. They should have closed the gate. So I appreciate those courtesies, and I really want you to know I do appreciate. And for all our guests who have come, this is our state, and I'm very, very pleased to be here. All of the things you spoke to, I'm not entitled to review them, but one thing I will say, in those days, we both agree, but what the people need is not the tears of leaders joining them to lament. The responsibility of the leader is to address those material conditions that has created hardship for the people. When the leader joins in lamenting, then there is no tomorrow. I'm happy that together we have sustained those visions in the area of education and several other areas. And as you can see, Edo governors tend to be strong. When I see Chief Oyegu, I say, I pray that when I get to his age, I will still be as strong. And I just asked Lucky, you are still doing necessary? I say, yes. I say, you taught me that one. So let me thank each and every one of you. And once again, my brother and friend, Governor Obaseki, may God bless you and thank you for your very kind invitation. Thank you very much.
Let me quickly remind you all that this channel, Waiting to Roar, has no political affiliation in any way. We simply amplify brilliance and progress. Osiomhole and Obaseki are leaders and political gladiators in their own right. They don't see eye to eye in politics. They were friends, but they now belong to two different political parties. Obaseki is the current governor, while Osiomhole is his predecessor. In this summit, the governor invited Osiomhole, and Osiomhole honored the invitation. You just watch his speech. I think this is a ratio of leadership from both sides, and I also think it shows how big Edo State is. Edo State is bigger than any of them. This is what we want to see, and this is the kind of unity we need in Edo State to make progress and build the Edo of our dream. Thanks for watching, and please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe if you have not. Merry Christmas to you all, and God bless. Bye.